Hello, I'm Paddy Dillon.
And I'm Lisa Berger.
We're co-founders of the Theatre Green Book. Today we're so excited about how it's spreading as a network of networks across Europe and beyond.
The Theatre Green Book came out of theatres and theatre makers. We're the ones who know what theatre making really and involves. And it's our collective knowledge, backed by the sustainability expertise that's always part of the Green Book, which is leading theatre on the transition to a more sustainable world.
We don't need to tell you about the climate crisis. We all know how serious it is. We need to change everything we do, including theatre, and we have to do it very quickly.
That's why we created the Theatre Green Book. And here's the good news. We do know the answers. Yes, there are challenges. We have to think differently and work differently. There are funding challenges ahead in making our public buildings fit for purpose. But there's so much we can do to start this journey, to get half the way before we worry about the final steps.
And what gives us real confidence is that theatre is changing. There are theatres now making shows, big shows, which are meaningfully sustainable. There are theatres cutting the energy their buildings use. There are theatres transforming their operations. There are Theatre Green Book networks now across so many countries in Europe and across the world. The European Commission has endorsed the Green Book as theatre's path to net zero. We have translations from Finland to Japan, and with each network that joins us, each theatre community that begins working together, we learn something new.
Skills in how to make sets or how to assess productions. Best practice we can share across the other networks to make the journey easier for everyone.
Why does this matter? It matters because we can't imagine a world facing this moment of existential crisis without theatre being a part of it. Theatre can change narratives, reflect fears, imagine better futures.
It matters because we know now, with the experience we already have, that theatre can become sustainable. We're already well down the road, and if theatre can transition to sustainability, then so can the rest of culture. And if culture can make this vital change, then so can every other sector.
Theatre thrives on change. No sector is better placed to be a pioneer of a change we all face. So what you're doing there is not just about your theatre or your company, it's about the wider change that theatre can generate if we all work together.
How are we going to do it? Through connections like this. Through your network, collaborating, learning from each other, becoming a centre of expertise to create change elsewhere. That's how an initiative, which began with a Zoom call in the early days of COVID, has become a standard used by theatre makers across the world. It's how the energy and ideas and expertise that you will bring create more change and more momentum.
And we know how quickly we need to move. The climate is setting the pace, not us. Yes, everyone is busy, we know that. But we also know that the climate crisis demands action now, not sometime in the future, but today.
It isn't about talking anymore, it's about doing. We don't need to be afraid of sustainability. The Green Book makes it as easy as it's ever going to be.
We're not at the beginning of this emergency. Climate has been with us for a long time. Many of you have worked on it for a long time.
This is the last moment which we can manage change for ourselves rather than having it forced on us by climate and economic catastrophes, which we're already seeing. But we've got the tools to tackle this challenge, and we're so excited that you're tackling it with us.
By creating your network, you're putting theatre at the heart of this global challenge.
We so look forward to learning from you.